Natty Podcast, where our gym routine involves more conversation than lifting. I'm your host, Mika, and this is Gabe. Over here we have the beautiful Cassidy, and then we have the gorgeous Raul. And yeah, let's just get right into it, guys. How are y'all doing today?
Fantastic.
I'm pretty solid.
Yeah.
Doing all right.
All right. Okay. What did y'all hit today?
Strictly arms.
Strictly arms.
Strictly arms.
Why?
See, I just like getting arms. I don't know, like I used to
You're
be,
such a guy for that.
I used to be really overweight, so I feel like all my other weight has gone to my legs. So
That's so real. That's so real, though.
yeah. So I just
That
like
kid in
paying
middle
attention-
school kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like
Crazy.
paying attention to my arms the most. Like I feel like that's the most. Like I don't know. I like looking at big arms. I don't know. What it is.
That's so fair. That's so
Did you start lifting like to lose weight initially, or?
No, see, I like lost most of my weight before I even started going to the gym,
Mhm.
and so like, and then I only started going to the gym because like I had nothing else to do. I wasn't working. I was like straight out of high school,
Right.
and then I started going to the gym, and then obviously like the gains started coming in, and so
That's
yeah.
pretty cool.
But
Alright, what about you?
I did some glutes and hamstrings. It was
Some are all the glutes.
all the
Okay,
glutes.
okay,
All the
okay.
glutes. It was awful. I got a great workout.
That's great. That's
Morning.
great. So I haven't gone yet. I haven't gone to the gym yet.
This guy.
So I'm supposed to go
Boo.
like around 6, 7 p.m. It's like what,
Do you?
2 in the morning right now.
Do you like working out at night?
Um,
I
but-
can't.
I mean,
Ah.
my gym work closes at midnight, so I have like
Yeah.
that time to go as late as I really want.
What gym do you go to?
The In Shape. It's the one local in my town.
You
Yeah.
go to In Shape too, right?
I go to In Shape, but in
but
Napa.
you in Napa. I go to Planet Fitness.
My friend lives in an apartment, and I just go to his apartment gym.
That's so real. Though. Yeah.
I think
Budget
Planet,
friendly.
I think Planet
Yeah,
Fitness
right.
is open like 24 hours.
I think
That's
so. Yeah.
nice.
But I only go in the morning. I can't go at night. I really
Really?
like
Yeah.
because I hate going to the gym when there's too many people.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. The 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock like rush is like
No,
really
yeah.
bad. Like awful.
I like my sweet spot is like at 10 in the morning because then most people are like at work
Yeah.
because you know there's the people who go like super early in the
Yeah.
morning and I don't want to be around those people because
Yeah.
they're a little
concerning.
a little intense.
Yeah.
Those are that I feel like the gym bros, the people I'm avoiding, they
Right.
either go like early in the morning, like super early in the morning, or at night.
Really, mine's usually go like right after like 2 p.m. Like it's so packed in
Like
there.
after school, I noticed that
Yeah.
like after 2 p.m. that's when all like the high school boys in pajama pants.
Yes!
are at
Oh
the
my
gym.
gosh! I know that. I know that exactly. At my old Planet Fitness, you just see like couples in pajama pants, just like working out or like just standing on their phones, like in big groups too. It's,
Yeah, no, it's
it's like,
like
it's like a culture. It's a thing.
Like-
I
like,
think.
good for you that-
Honestly.
like good for you that you're going, but like,
Like-
you're using up the machine. I'm trying to get out of
no,
here.
They're
like-
always wearing Air Force. No hate. They're always wearing Air Force Ones.
Crazy. That's
Wait,
They're
come
always
on.
wearing Air Force Ones. They always have like
Nike socks.
Nike socks and the pajama pants every time, and usually they're
The
plaid.
black and red checkers.
Yes, the black and red, like the checkered ones
I see
or
a lot of blue,
the
honestly.
plaid ones.
Yeah.
I mean, they're comfy. I get it, but to the gym.
But like
Yeah.
yeah, like
Yeah.
that's not like the mood.
What
That's
do
not
you
the
guys wear?
vibe.
What do you guys wear to the gym?
If I'm feeling a little frisky, no.
Spandex?
I'll do like a tank top, like a wife beater, whatever you want to call it. Or I'll like wear like I used to wrestle like for a really short time in high school,
Mhm.
and I have like my shirt. I wear that. My gym shorts are like black shorts with the zipper, so I can keep my car key in there.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
smart.
I just wear basketball shorts and like a compression shirt,
Yeah, I love
Mm.
good basketball shorts.
and then like running shoes. I guess. So that's it.
Fair
I
enough.
like compression shirts, but I feel like my arms aren't big enough
That's so real.
for that because I want my muscles to show through it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? Because if I put one on now, I'll just look like a noodle arm.
Mhm.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What about you? What do you wear?
I normally wear like Anaka, like dark like tops,
Mhm.
and then like I'll just wear like Aurora like spandex or like the leggings and just
Right.
Nike shoes.
Fair enough. My
Are you-
Brooks are my best friend. My running shoes.
Really?
Yeah.
I usually, honestly, when I'm lifting, I wear Converse.
Well, if you're lifting, yeah, it's good to
Yeah.
have like a
But
flat
like if I'm
shoe.
running, then I'll wear a running shoe. But
Yeah.
other than that, I usually just wear like leggings from Able and
Uh-huh.
then
Yeah.
I need
a
to check out
random
that
sweater.
website.
You wear
It's
leggings,
super-
right?
They have a
Yeah,
student discount.
sometimes. On
A student
Thursday.
discount?
On
Only
Thursdays you wear
Thursday, only on
leggings.
Thursday.
The pink ones, right?
The
bright
pink-
pink ones. Ooh, love those.
Usually I wear black, but sometimes like pink like gets thrown in there, so like, you gotta balance
A
it
good
out.
mix.
Yeah, we love that.
I tend to wear dark colors too. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
like safer that way. Too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if I bend over, I don't want everyone
Like
to
they-
see.
Yeah, it's not good.
All right. So do you guys? I know you have a boyfriend. Are you talking to someone?
No,
You're not talking.
better
to
for me.
me.
Better for me, right?
I'm talking to someone,
I have a girlfriend.
and he has a girlfriend. Okay, so we have 2 people who are in relationships,
Qualified baddies.
and
Period.
2 people who. I'm sorry. Did you say you weren't?
I weren't.
You weren't?
Rocky history though.
I weren't?
I was. It's okay. We don't have to talk about it.
Okay, so he's not. I kind of am, and you 2
situation.
for sure are.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys work out with your significant others, or?
Not really. He works works like 10-hour shifts, so like when he's off work, like he's too tired to like work.
How much
Yeah.
an hour? Is that too invasive?
How much does he work an hour?
Better be good
it's
for
like-
10 hours of work.
I don't know. I don't want to get it wrong. I'm thinking like 23.
I sure hope so.
That's good.
Yeah, he works in the winery, but
Oh.
I typically like solo work out, or like I'll work out with my coworker or my sister, but like really just like to just tune out with my headphones and just like really get in
Yeah.
the zone.
Get in the zone, yeah, I totally
Yeah.
feel
And
that.
so you don't talk to like whoever you go with. You're just like locked in.
I'm the
Like,
same way.
Not really.
Yeah.
No, I'm just like tunnel vision, you know, like.
Okay.
But if my boyfriend were with me, like yeah, like I'm gonna be yapping more, like
Right.
Yeah.
not really getting a better workout.
Do you go with your girlfriend?
No, I don't go with my girlfriend. I usually go with my best friend because it's like his apartment. So obviously I'm gonna
Oh,
go with
yeah,
him.
you
I'm
did
like,
say that,
Yeah,
I need his apartment key to like.
yeah.
Well, I always go by myself. I hate going to the gym with other people.
Why?
I don't know. Because I like to put my headphones in and I like to lock in.
Yeah.
And like, if I have someone
Yeah.
next to me, I'm gonna want to talk to them.
I
It's
know.
a little
the
off brand though, right? Are we supposed to be yapping? I mean, I don't take my significant other to the gym. I like to be more productive.
Mhm.
And like even like if my gym bros or whatever will like show up, like we'll like talk for 40 minutes. I'll be there for 2 hours instead of 45 minutes, honestly.
I feel like that's a good segue into our next topic, like talking about friends and relationships.
Uh-huh.
Is it really?
Who you'd rather go to the gym with?
Okay.
So I guess we're gonna go into our questions now. We have some relationship questions to talk about. So the first one that I want to ask you guys is, should you prioritize your relationship over your friendships? So I know you kind of said, or
Tea.
you guys kind of said that you like going to the gym with your friends, or you like going to the gym with your significant other. So like,
Right.
how do you feel about that in a relationship sense?
Okay, so I'm gonna go.
Okay.
So it's not even like if she asked me like I want to go with you, then I'll let her come with me. But it's like if she doesn't ask, like I would want to go with somebody else. Like I would feel like I couldn't go to the gym by myself for some reason. Like I don't know what it is, but like I personally I prioritize my girlfriend over anything. Like I don't know what it is. Like it's all about my girlfriend. Like, how you
That's kind of
Just-
valid though, because
I
like
feel like, yeah.
if that's
Yeah.
like your good support
Yeah.
beam in life, I think you should try to stick with
Right.
that as much as you can.
I feel like it can go like 50-50, you know, like
Mhm.
if you've got like great friends that are like you talk to every now and then, and you know they kind of respect you and your relationship, that's cool. Like you don't really have to like really prioritize that too much, and you
Yeah.
kind of put more energy into your boyfriend.
Mhm.
Whereas if you have like a toxic, like draining friend, like I wouldn't really want to prioritize my energy into that, you know?
We don't mess with those people, right?
No,
Yeah.
no, we
Mm,
definitely
no,
do
none of
not.
I kind of struggled with that in my last relationship, because like it was my first like serious relationship, and I didn't notice until after we broke up, but I like really neglected my friendships.
Really?
Like
Yeah,
he
same.
was the person that I always texted and called
Right.
and like hung out with, and like
Mhm.
I would still see my friends and stuff, but it wasn't like, I don't know, I kind of noticed myself prioritizing
yeah.
him over my friends, and I don't think I really like that.
Yeah, I definitely
Right.
did that in my last relationship too, and in that old relationship, like I lost all my friends, like
Really.
which was really bad of me, and I realized that.
What
but
do you do differently now?
balance really, like I still like go out eating with my friends. We go get ramen in Sebastopol, Or I'll bring my boyfriend too, because like they bond really well.
Right. I think that's great though. Like if your significant other can be like friends with your
my
friends,
like,
that's
cool.
That's like great.
That's a bonus, but like at the same time, like I know how to like separate those two. You know?
That's true, yeah.
I feel like they have to be separated.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like some
Really?
people don't like that. if
I mean,
you're significant.
yeah.
I feel like to an extent. Like I don't
Yeah.
want my best friend and like
Right.
my significant other to be like best friends. Because
Right.
then
Okay,
like,
that's a little
Because then,
like.
like, what if I get into a fight with one of them? And then
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't talk to my best friend about it, or
Right.
like,
Yeah.
I can't talk to my boyfriend about it because y'all are besties
Yeah,
now.
no, I get that.
Yeah.
But I think more so, at least my closer friends, we kind of like are family.
Mhm.
So in that kind of way, like, you know, they meet your family, they meet your close ones, like they should be like super familiar. At least someone who's like serious enough to
Yeah.
do that with, right?
Have you guys ever dated someone who's like in the same friend group as you, or like
No.
I mean,
prior? Like, have you
I
ever?
mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I didn't date anybody, but we
Have you-
learned
okay,
later that
Have you talked to? Have you guys talked to anyone
No.
who's in the same friend group?
I haven't.
I mean, I knew that someone who used to be my friend actually had a crush on me for like 2 years.
Yeah.
We
I hate
did
when that happens.
we did kick them out of the friend group though because it's really bad for everybody.
You
Like,
did kick them out, or
Yes.
you didn't? You did kick
It's
them
more
out.
of like it's gonna be official like in a week or two.
Oh.
Yeah.
How did
You guys
how-
get the exclusive.
And how did that like? If you don't mind me asking.
It was like I've noticed in the last 3 years that they have like treated me differently than the rest of the friend group, and they would almost play favorites with the other people.
Mm.
And I realized that I was just putting up with it, and I was like, it made me question like my values as a person. Like, why am I putting up with something like this? And also, why am I letting somebody like this around people that I love and care for?
Mhm.
So like,
Right.
what's the problem, right?
Yeah.
And then over time, my other friends started to see the same problems, and recently we all came to an agreement where we're like, wow, we need to get out of this.
Yeah.
So we are making that transition.
Mhm.
That's good though, because
That's
I've had friends that like that are in my friend group and like nobody likes them, but like we still keep them around, and I feel bad because like it's different
Yeah.
when we're like when we're staying in a group and he's there
Mhm.
and like we're just talking to each other, but it's like not the same vibe of it. It was just like all my friends that like don't like that one person.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm. I've honestly like never had that
I feel like that'd be
problem.
a tricky situation if I was put in
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I don't know what I would,
Yeah.
because when I notice there's someone I don't want to be friends with, like I just quit cold turkey. Like,
Yeah.
I don't hang out with, like I'll still
Like
be
you don't
friendly.
fit into it. Really?
Yeah.
I'll still be friendly. You know, like I don't know. I don't want to cause any drama, but like I'll distance myself for
Right,
sure. Like
right.
there's
Yeah.
definitely a difference. Like
Yeah.
I won't still hang out with them.
Right.
You know.
What was crazy is that the person was so not self-aware of his situation,
Oh.
and
Oh my god. I
it made it so
hate
much.
that.
It made it so much worse. Because
Yeah, I
like
bet.
they really don't know like what's the problem, but
Mhm.
it's really them, and
Them.
that sounds kind of
That's so
bad.
crazy.
But like,
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
It really was like it was really me looking over everything to like really see like what's really the problem here, and I don't like to like say that somebody is the problem because it's like not healthy. You're like almost making them not human, but like very much point by point, nothing good was really coming out of it. So
Mhm. I've definitely had friends where it seems like in every situation they're the victim. Like anytime they come to me, they're complaining about something or something's wrong in their life.
Yeah.
And this happened I think my senior year. I ended up splitting up with someone platonically
Mhm.
because I noticed that just being around her was so draining.
Yeah, I know.
And,
what you
like,
mean.
I don't know. I like being there for my friends. Like I like being able for them to be able to talk to me and like feel like they're supported by me. But it gets to a point where
It's
like if all we're talking about
Yeah.
is like how bad your life is, like
Yeah.
I don't
at what
like-
point does it become your fault? At what point like you gotta start taking accountability?
in like
Yeah.
a similar genre in my psych class, we we're just talking about how like sometimes your friends could be a little emotional draining, and
Mhm.
it's maybe not even be their fault. Like they're doing it on accident. Like I also had a friend where I let him vent to me, and I was okay with it. I was like totally okay with like letting him spill his feelings so that we can like bond and so that he can feel supported. But it was like after like many months, it almost started breaking onto my day to day. Like it was like, oh, this is affecting me.
Mhm.
Like we need to like take it down, or
Yeah.
like we need to do something differently.
Yeah.
Wait, so how did you let him know about that? Like, how did you talk?
I was blunt. I wasn't being rude at all. It was out of complete support because I obviously like this was someone who was my friend at the time. This was like 4 years ago,
Mhm.
but I was like what, 15, 16. I'm like not a licensed therapist yet,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So like I had a friend not too long ago who, well, honestly, it was long ago. It was like a year ago. I think I was a junior when this happened. But he went through a really bad breakup. So for a while, like that's all that we would talk about really.
Yeah.
And I'm still really good friends with him now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I with that, I kind of noticed that people, like you said, when they vent, people go through their trauma like in different ways. So I guess it's kind of segue to our next question.
Okay.
So like, where is it? How do you guys deal with like breakups and heartbreak?
Oh.
I know we've all been through one, at least one, right?
Yeah.
You guys have all?
Yeah.
Okay, who wants to go first?
I'll go second or third.
I can go
'cause
first.
have.
I'll go first.
Okay.
So I've only been through one, and like I don't know what it was, but like when they broke up with me, I did
Wait,
not.
I'm sorry, how long ago was this?
Over a year ago.
Over a year ago?
And I did not cry at all. Like I had no emotion. I don't know what it was. Like I just did not cry. I just sat there and I was just like, I just took it.
Like
I
shock?
was like, yeah, I was just in shock.
Mm-hmm.
And like the first thing I did, I called my friend and I told him about it, or I texted him. I was just like, dang, because I kind of seen it coming. So it was like it was like the whole week she was acting different, and then she finally like did it, and then she broke up with me over text, and so that's why I was kind of
Over text.
yeah, that's why I was kind of like mad a little bit, and so I think that's what kept me back from like being emotional about it.
Right.
And so yeah, I just took it, and then I just like, well, it is what it is. Like I just didn't text her after that at all, and so just separated myself basically. So that's it.
Me? Well, I guess the only real breakup that I've been through, because like I've been in relationships in like middle school, but
Yeah.
I don't think that counts.
Really counts.
But my only real breakup was like a few months ago, and it was kind of weird because for a while we were in this stage of like, are we together? Are we not together? Like, are we gonna try to make this work, or like, you know, like what are we doing? And like in that week period, because like he was like, oh, because I'm the type of person where I like to talk things out like immediately. Like I want to have a conversation about how we're feeling, but like I understand like some people feel differently, like they need time to sort things out, but
Or they
like,
don't know how to process it yet, so
Right.
they have to like.
and I get
find
that. I'm like that
pace.
too, but like I don't like letting things sit and fester. Like I want to get it out
No, I get it,
as
I
soon
get
as possible. But there was this time period. It was like a week where he was like, "Oh, I need space." So I was like, "Okay, I'll give you space." And that whole week, I was like a train wreck. I was like, I was crying in class. Like I remember, I ended up dropping that class, but I had a like almost 3-hour lecture. And I remember just sitting in the class, like staring at the wall, like trying not to start.
Why would you even put yourself through that?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. And it was a math class too.
Oh.
It was horrible. But I was just like sitting in class, like contemplating my life. And then right after, I walked back to my car. This was in the beginning of the semester.
Right.
So I didn't have my parking pass yet.
Oh.
So I went back to my car and there was a ticket sitting on my dash, and that, oh my god,
Did that like
that's
mess everything up?
it pushed
set
me
you
off
off?
the edge. It pushed me off the edge. I was like, I'm so done. I can't do this anymore. But then, so that was like the time period when we were kind of together, but like, you know, not really.
Did you like feel like you had to like fight for it?
Yeah, I
Was
did. I felt like I was fighting for it way more than he was.
Was it like
yeah.
almost like you, not like, I don't mean to like make it an assumption, but was it almost like not talking to a dead body, but like
No,
trying
no.
to like tell
It
somebody, like
was.
say something,
It was,
do
and
something.
it got on my nerves so much. Oh, sorry, my eye contact.
Yeah.
It got on my nerves so much because like we would argue and like I would bring up points and he'd be like, "Oh, you're right." Like his arguments made no sense. So I was like, well, like, why don't you want to make it work?
Right.
Right.
Like it wasn't computing in my head. But I only realized all of this like after. In the moment, like I said, like for me it takes me time to kind of process things fully.
Right. No, yeah.
But I didn't realize all of this until the relationship like ended for real. And after I was like during that week when we kind of were, I was a train wreck. But then after, I felt so free.
Yeah.
I was like,
I did.
I was like, oh my god, like finally it's over. Like
Right.
I don't ever have to talk to him again.
I don't know if one of you said it before, or maybe I watched a video about it recently, but I know that like you can only really understand a perspective if you lived through it. Like even like beforehand, you might not understand why people react to certain things a certain way, but it's truly like you have to be in their shoes to truly understand something. There's no like easy way of putting it, you know?
I think I know what you mean.
Yeah.
How about you?
Not the best like breakup. It was 3 years ago, and I had known nothing. Like I didn't have friends. Like I only known like this guy like every day, like just spending time with him. Very unhealthy too. And the minute like I decided like I'm done like putting my time into this guy, I spiraled and I got tattoos and piercings and I went clubbing in Santa Barbara and I did a lot of drinking. And after that, like today, who I am now is like it's impressive. Like I didn't think that I could like turn like a whole new leaf,
Right.
like do a 180, you know, like
Yeah.
it was really hard for me for that breakup, but I'm glad that I did it and that like I like who I am today. But that breakup really did like take a lot out of me.
Do you kind of think like that whole experience kind of made you like who you, like do you think you would still be the same person if you didn't go through that?
Oh, I don't know. I really don't know.
That's kind of a deep question.
Yeah.
I really don't know. Like I feel like old me, like this was like 2019, like right after high school. Like I was really gullible, honestly. So like I guess it did change me, but I don't know.
We support personal growth on the All Natty Podcast.
Oh yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
we support
And
personal growth.
muscle gain too.
And muscle gain.
Yeah.
Personal, emotional, and physical growth.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's almost like the same question as like, do you have any regrets? Because some people don't have any regrets because they're like, if I didn't go through what I've gone through, like I wouldn't be like the
That's
person I
true.
am
Yeah,
today.
so no, I didn't regret it because you're right. Like
It's
it made
a-
me stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Definitely
like
made me stronger.
I feel like it's definitely like a canon event. Like I think I think like in my last relationship, if I didn't learn the things that I do now, like like even it hasn't even been that long, but I feel like I have learned so much about myself like since like the breakup. Like I realized
Yeah.
I feel like I sacrificed a lot of who I am as a person for that relationship. And
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I kind of realized like I don't want to do that again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I know what
Yeah.
you mean.
Yeah.
Like you kind of like can detect like, oh, like if I'm talking to someone and they're giving me those signs that the old person like would do, like I'm gonna steer far away.
You should definitely make
and
an
dodge a
effort for
bullet.
it. Yeah.
Oh, dodge a
Because
bullet.
like one, if you know, you know, but if
Make
you
an effort for
like
it?
sometimes you'll totally get if like you are coming towards a canon event, right?
Canada.
And like
Uh-huh.
there's that like moment in your head where you're like, if I make a decision, it can go both two ways, and you have to really make the best decision in that spot. And at least recently, I think I've been making those better decisions.
Do you guys like? So I'm sorry. Did you talk about your breakup already?
No.
You want to?
Do we need to?
Do you
No.
wanna get into
I mean, like it was like a very, very, very. You could probably write a book about it, maybe. I
Very,
don't-
very, 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 very.
All of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All of
That's
the
all the
above.
filler in it too. But it was just a really awkward. Not really awkward. Well, I don't really know. I'm only one half of that story, right? But it was just a very, very messy situationship that occupied a solid 2-3 years of my life. And I, at least on the ride home, the ride here today, I was listening to my music in my car, whatever, and I was really like going through like a life high. I was feeling really, really good, and I haven't felt that good in a while. And I was like, huh. And not even to like relate it back to that. I was just overall life stuff. Like I feel really good now, and that's where I'll put that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh, good.
We love
So, like you said, going through that breakup helped you grow as a person. Do you think like, well, I guess our next question. What are you guys' like red flags for relationships? Like,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you
I
see it, if you guys don't know what a red flag is, it's basically when you're in a relationship or you're about to get in a relationship and there's certain little cues that you recognize in the person that it kind of is a red
Alarms.
flag. You're like, whoa, like I don't know if this is if I want this trait in someone that I would date.
You press
if
that
makes
Family
sense.
Feud button.
Yeah, it's like a stop. It's like a stop
Oh, man.
button.
I've
So-
seen so many red
Yeah.
flags.
I mean,
Like,
the location turning off.
Let's get into it.
Oh yeah, the
The
location,
location turning off is interesting.
that one's a
Oh, no, no,
big
no.
red flag.
For me, it's like it's one thing to like not share your location. Like if you don't want to share your location, whatever.
Like, it's
but
fine.
if
Some
we
people don't
have
care.
each other's locations and then you
And
turn it
yeah,
off,
that's
Yeah.
like
definitely a red
then
flag.
I'm like,
sus, you know?
What do you think? You're like sitting over here smiling.
So like, me and my girlfriend, we share locations, but like, we've only turned it off when like we were doing something for each other. So like,
Oh,
Okay.
that's different.
yeah, but I was just like, that's what I was.
But I
thinking.
assume like you let her know, right?
Yeah, I still told her
Right.
like where I'm going, like my plan for the day. Like today, this morning, like I told her my whole like plan for what I had today, and I was just like, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. Can I come over at this time because I'm doing this
Yeah.
at this time, that sort of thing. So like I like having like a plan sort of thing.
Maybe I'm toxic because I feel like I wouldn't like that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking
Am I
like
tripping?
you gotta
Like,
like know that like
I feel like an outline. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, but it was like it's like a you gotta like realize that like if you're checking the location that too much, maybe you should like chill a little bit. Like
Yeah.
maybe like you're being obsessive, but like if you're questioning your trust a little too much, maybe you should rethink a little bit.
Right.
Maybe you should try to figure out if there's a bigger problem.
I feel like I get what you're saying. Like you basically tell her like I don't know.
Everything.
Yeah,
I feel like
and that's good. Like it's communication. But I feel like
But I feel like if
maybe
you like
I'm
at a
just-
party, like if he
maybe
went
I'm-
to a party and he turned off his location,
Yeah.
or something like that, like
Yeah.
that's definitely a red flag, you know?
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
traveling, he turns off the location. I don't know.
My
something
phone
crazy like
died
that.
10 months ago. I don't know.
I feel like though, like a certain amount of independence is needed because if you're like always wondering what the other person is doing, like, oh, what is she doing right now? What is he
Like,
doing right now?
yeah.
Mm.
Why aren't you texting me back?
Yeah.
Please, what are
Like,
you?
read
We're doing a
book, maybe.
podcast right now.
Like my phone's on D&D right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I can't.
No, yeah. This is a little specific, but you're going out and you're leaving a place and they put their hoodie on. They put their
What?
hoodie on and for no
Oh,
reason.
So like,
What do you mean,
that
like
gives
trying
the
to
same.
like hide?
That gives the same vibes as like people not wanting to be in someone's TikTok or like not wanting
Yeah.
to get a
Okay,
picture
yeah.
and like hiding
Mhm.
their face.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about that? Have you seen like 'cause there's like trends on TikTok where a girlfriend will be trying to like show their boyfriend on camera,
But it's
and
like the
Right.
back
boyfriend
of the
will-
head.
They're like trying to be
Yeah.
pulling the boyfriend to the camera, and the boyfriend's like, "No, I'm
It
not being
depends
Oh, yeah.
because like maybe they don't want somebody to see them,
Yeah,
or
that's obviously,
maybe
that's obviously
yeah.
that.
Go
Like,
to.
what else
Which-
can it be, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
or maybe they're
Like, why
insecure
you
about
Where
how
are
they
you
look.
hiding from?
I'm
Yeah.
a little camera shy, so like.
Yeah.
I feel like that's different though.
Okay, see,
Yeah.
like I barely have pictures of myself. Like I'm not like trying to be no mysterious. I got
Mhm.
like mysterious person.
Yeah.
But
Keep it
like,
PG around here.
I'm not a mysterious person, but it's just like I don't know. I just like I hate the way I look on camera. And, like ironic because we're recording the podcast, but
You look
like,
great.
thank
Yes.
You look great.
you. But
Your shot looks really good.
Mhm.
Yep.
We're looking at it.
The lighting
earlier.
is great.
but like yeah, like I don't know. Like,
I feel like that's different though, because it's not like you're
It's very
intentionally
different.
hiding.
Yeah.
It comes from insecurity, and like not that nobody doesn't have an insecurity.
Yeah,
you know?
it's very different.
Yeah, It's
Right.
new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys, you all have been through breakups, right? So I don't know about you guys, but I think the worst thing. I don't know. Have you guys ended on good terms with anyone, or has it always been like?
I mean,
Mm-mm.
after a little while, we didn't end on good terms. This is like different situations, like in high school or whatever. But like, sometimes things don't end the greatest, but over time, maybe that person becomes your friend because you realize it didn't work that way,
Mhm.
and you like have a conversation about it after,
Mhm.
and then you guys are good.
That sounds nice.
I had that a couple of times.
Yeah.
Luckily.
wait, so you're friends with you, right? Like,
No,
Friends with
like some of these
exes,
people, like we didn't really even date.
Uh-huh.
It was more of a we came back around to like not living in a toxic environment because we were in high school. Like,
Yeah.
we have classes
Right.
together sometimes. We
Oh,
need
okay.
to communicate.
Gotcha.
Okay, so she probably thought we ended on good terms, but like I was still like salty that because she broke up with me over text. I was like,
Yeah.
and she had
Yeah.
just met my parents like the week before.
Ooh.
It was my
Damn.
birthday. It was my
Oh,
birthday.
on your
Oh.
birthday?
It wasn't. She didn't break up with me on my
Oh,
birthday. It was
okay.
I
like,
was like, that's cold.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Or like telling
That's
them that
so
you're
cool.
gonna meet the parents and then you
exactly.
dip.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I my last relationship, we ended on good terms, but then after I realized, I was like, actually, forget you.
Mhm.
Let me keep it PG.
Yeah.
Forget you.
My bad.
I don't want to be on good terms. So like, but I think there's the one thing that I couldn't forgive is like physical or I don't know, is cheating. So like
Oh.
I guess my question for you guys is, do you think like physical or emotional cheating is worse?
Um.
So I feel like I wouldn't tolerate either.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think like I guess for us, like we know emotionally, like if we're being cheated on, right? Like it almost comes across like we see the physical cheating. If we ever see the physical cheating, we see it, and then it immediately goes to your head because it's like that person was never in the same place that I was for them, right?
Yeah.
So I guess it's maybe more important. Like, what if your significant other was talking to somebody else, or like giving someone else more attention than you in that kind of way? Like, that could definitely hurt people.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Wait, so you think it's emotional?
I say it's both, but
Yeah, obviously both.
yeah,
What do you guys define as physical or emotional cheating? Like,
I would just
what?
want to ask, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
I don't know what emotional.
Emotional, like going behind your partner's back and like hiding like the text messages. I feel like.
or faking a relationship and talking to somebody else. That's pretty
Yeah.
textbook cheating.
Okay.
I assume we all know what physical cheating is.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like they're both pretty bad, honestly.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Honestly, I feel like
But maybe
I
like
feel like-
physical's worse, like because that's like engraved in your head, like what they
Yeah.
did, you know.
you think so. For
Mental
me,
scar.
I feel
Yeah,
like it would be
mental scar.
emotional because it takes so long for me to like form an emotional connection with someone to where it's like if you could just go and like have that with someone else, like that would
Like spit on
that
you.
would hurt
Because it
so
almost
much.
like it comes back down on you, like your head almost tells you like, what did I do wrong?
right.
What could I have done differently? And then
Right.
Yeah.
you get stuck in that place, and sometimes it takes a long time for people to get out of that spot.
Yeah.
I feel like it's also like the principle of the matter too, because if you're, I don't know, because then you start to question like,
Almost
well, I guess
everything.
you can go for both
Yeah.
both forms of cheating. It's like
Yeah.
who, like, did you ever even like was
Right.
Yeah, was it ever
the
even
only-
real?
Yeah.
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 No, that's definitely difficult. I think, at least like, spoiler alert, not spoiler alert, but like in my like most
You're looking at the wrong
recent.
camera.
Hi. So like in my last relationship or whatever you want to call it, whatever I want to call it, I definitely enter a point in my like mental like health space that like it definitely it got me to a point where I really questioned my entire person. It like almost broke my character, which like sucks to go through.
Yeah.
It's like it almost takes you into a path of like grieving because you almost like lose yourself when you do,
Yeah.
when you get into that kind of hole, and it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sucks.
That's okay.
I think both is also bad because
Yeah.
like I think the emotional part like you don't know and like the fact that your partner could go behind your back and do something after like you spent like however long you guys are together for,
Yeah.
and it's just like how could you do that to me after like we're like, together like we're
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I thought we were lucky.
yeah.
So we all agree that cheating is bad.
Yeah.
Right. So like, okay, if your friend cheated on their significant other, your best friend in the whole world, you've known them for years, if they cheated on their significant other, would you tell them? Would you snitch on them?
Cassidy.
Can I go first?
I look like you have a lot to say.
I feel like. Yes, I would.
You would snitch?
I feel like I would. Like.
I wouldn't even say it's like snitching. It's
I
like
feel like it's like, hey, like, I care for you. Like, this is what happened, and
Care for your
Like,
best friend's
care
significant
for
other?
my best friend. Wait, if my best friend
No,
got cheated on?
no. If your best friend was cheating on their significant other.
and you knew about it, or
and
you
knew
figured
about
it out.
And you
maybe.
found out, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you tell your best friend's significant other that they're being
Yeah.
cheated on? You would
Oh
tell
yeah,
them?
100%. 100%.
Yeah, 'cause
That's
it's
what
like-
this is a lot about my character too. Like I would
Yeah.
want, like you know, like I would want
Yeah,
that
because I feel like
reciprocated back.
who you're friends with like reflects on you as a
Right.
person
Right.
too. Like I wouldn't want to be friends with a cheater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
My opinion just changes.
Or like,
I guess.
or like a conversation like definitely needs to be had. Like, at least personally, like if I see the faulty behavior, whatever you want to call that,
Mhm.
I will be upfront about it because like you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that to
Right.
anybody. Even if
Right.
it's my best friend, I'm gonna be like, hey, we have to have a conversation about this. This is not cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Cause like, yeah, I agree. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
But,
I thought you said you changed your mind. Why?
oh yeah, cause like you guys, I was gonna be like, yeah, I wouldn't tell nobody just because like that's my best friend. I don't want to lose my best friend because
Mhm.
I mean you probably wouldn't be friends with them anymore after
Yeah.
you, like, after
Yeah.
your friendship was broken up.
Mhm.
Like if I say like my best friend right now, I've known him since freshman year. We've been friends for like 5 years. if he were to cheat on his girlfriend, like I said, we probably wouldn't be friends anymore after that, just because he would feel like I betrayed him. But really, like, I was just trying to, like, I would feel too bad.
Yeah.
Like I kind of was saying, like, it was reflect on my character.
Right.
And so, like, I would want the same, like, my girlfriend's best friend to tell me if she was doing that. So, like, I would want, like, the same thing.
Right.
Would it be different if they were married? Like, would you say something?
Ooh, that's like.
I feel like that's
Yeah,
like tricky water.
that's like-
I don't think.
don't
It sounds
know.
so bad
I
because
feel
now
like
I feel like I wouldn't, because that's
if-
like not really my like.
Married?
Yeah,
I
like
feel
I feel
like
that would be
either
my-
situation, I would tell my best friend, like, you need to tell them, or I
Yeah.
will.
Oh, yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
more reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I love the relationship podcast.
Oh, like what
There's a
happened
lot
to
of heart in the
what
gym.
happened to the gym? Yeah,
There's a lot of heart in the gym.
All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much all the time we have for today. I'm so glad you guys could join us on the All Natty Podcast. Everybody do flex. Everybody flex. But yeah, that's all we have for you today. I want to thank you, Gabe, Cass, Raul, for being on the podcast today. I had a lot of fun with you guys, and hopefully we can come back and talk again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all we have for you
Fun.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The exponential growth from the program from my first year to my third year now, that's what keeps me coming back and keeps me excited and just like fulfills me as a person.
It's so impressive, and we every time we walk in here, you guys are doing something different. It's great. It's
Nothing but opportunities here, and we have sports to cover, we have the equipment.
Because the more ambitious you are, the more opportunities you'll have.
on-the-job training is huge.
Get the hands-on experience.
When someone asks who can do it, you know, you can raise your hand and say, I can do it, so.
Joining the class was the best decision I ever made.
Stand by, we're going to go to cut one. And cut one. Cross court to Audrey Jones. Audrey for three! It is good! With 1.3 seconds left on the game clock, Audrey Jones with one of the biggest shots.
The sky's the limit, really, with what we can do here.